Before we get to that, imagine being frightened of a black floor mat because you think it's a hole that you will fall into, or not knowing where to find the loo because all the doors look the same.
Yeah, they are some of the problems facing people with dementia. But a conference in Liverpool today has been exploring ways that architects and designers can make buildings dementia-friendly. Here's our Merseyside reporter, Andy Gill.
Roy Foden has a type of dementia called Lewy body, which means everyday surfaces look different to him. What would be an ordinary journey for most of us becomes an obstacle course.
If I come to areas of any sort of hard surface where trees or anything are casting a shadow, the darker area makes me feel as though I'm going to fall into a hole.
Revolving doors are another problem.
You know, this isn't too bad because it's clear glass, but if it's in any way smoked or anything like that, it can be problematic because I'm seeing, as the door's moving through 360 degrees, I'm seeing the reflection behind me, which is like nauseating, makes me dizzy.
Today, Roy was part of the Doing Dementia Design conference at Liverpool John Moores University. People living with dementia joined architects, planners and carers to examine how buildings can be made dementia-friendly.
People often lose confidence because of the diagnosis and therefore may be less inclined to get out and about anyway. So if there are environmental barriers as well, that can really enforce people's sense of isolation and people sitting at home and losing contact with their friends and their families.
Sometimes simple things can make a difference. A space with uniform colours is hard to navigate. Bright and contrasting colours with clear signs make it easier. And it's not just about sight.
The space, the acoustic world of this space is poor for most people, but particularly poor for people with dementia. Some people living with dementia can have like a magnified sound. It can be twice as loud. Some people may be slightly deaf.
The people behind this conference say in the long run, having better buildings will benefit society as a whole. If people with dementia can find their way around more easily, they'll need less social and health support. The Alzheimer's Society says by 2025 there'll be more than 1 million people in the UK with dementia. The need for buildings and spaces which work for them is growing. Andy Gill, BBC North West Tonight, Liverpool.